How you doing? Joe Stunner Boxing here. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, like the video, share the video. If you don't like the video, hit the dislike button. You've always got that option, I don't mind. Yeah, another late night video. I'm home from work. I've got a little bit of a physical ailment that keeps me up. I'm off sick. So I thought I'd do another little video for you. And this really comes on the back of the DAZN announcement that they're going to do pay-per-view and the whole pay-per-view issue, really. But yesterday I left a little comment on someone else's video regarding Sky and Adam Smith. And I said that I thought Adam Smith was, he's basically a boxing fan. And yeah, he's got a job to do, but he means well. He's a boxing fan. He cares about the sport. And the amount of flack I got for this comment was unbelievable. You think I'd insulted someone's mother. You're a casual. What do you know? What are you talking about? But most of the comments were along the lines of, what about all the crap pay-per-view Sky has given us? Okay, so let's address that issue. First of all, Adam Smith is a businessman, just like Eddie Hearn, just like anyone else. These are corporate guys. The bottom line is making money. Excuse me. So, is it a surprise that they're going to try and squeeze the financial rag dry? It shouldn't be. You must be very naive if you think that that's not their bottom line. Does that mean that they're not fans of the sport? Is Eddie Hearn not a fan of boxing? Is Adam Smith not a fan of boxing? Is Frank Warren not a fan of boxing? Well, they've devoted their lives to this particular sport, or are currently doing so. So I think it's reasonable to presume that, yeah, you can be a fan. But as far as pay-per-view goes, let me break down a few things and just give you my opinion. It may differ from yours, that's fine. You can leave your comments below, disagreeing, slagging me off if you like, I don't mind. I haven't paid for a pay-per-view since 1996. I won't do it on principle. And for quite a few years, I just used to watch the fights when they were shown after the event. I never used to watch them live. Nowadays, I stream them. And people say, what do you mean you stream them? That's illegal. That's illegal. You can't do that. And you're taking money out of the fighters' pockets. Really? Okay. Let me point out a few things to you that you may not be aware of. Income tax rates, the average income tax rate is 20%. Okay, that goes up to, I think, if you earn 51 grand and some shrapnel. Corporate tax rate, a couple of days ago, there was an agreement with, I think it was 136 countries, that everyone would pay at least 15%. So the bottom line for the individual, the person who might be making 13 grand a year, is 20%, but multi-billion-dollar conglomerates, they're going to pay 15%. Well, thanks for your generosity. The other day I was looking at some figures. These go back, I think, 3 years, 2018, I think they were. Facebook made a yearly profit of 1.65 billion and paid 28 million in tax. I don't know what that is as a percentage. I'm not Rachel Riley. If I was, I wouldn't get out of the house. Amazon, about Mr. Bezos, who's playing at being a little, Buzz Lightyear at the moment. God bless him. Amazon paid 2.3 billion. I beg your pardon. Amazon made 2.3 billion profit. 2.3 billion profit. Their total tax bill was 14.7 million. What's that as a percentage? Is that 15%? Certainly not 20%. Google, profit of 1.4 billion, paid 66.8 million. Apple made 1.2 billion, paid 3.8 million in tax. And this is the crowning turd in the water pipe of corporate tax. Netflix made a profit of 700 million, quite modest by corporate standards. They didn't pay any tax. In fact, having made a profit of 700 million, they got a rebate of £51,000. How the F does that work? So all this is going on, all this tax avoidance, and if you go on Company House, the webpage Company House, some of you probably know of it, Google it, Company House, you can see the profits of these corporations. And you're telling me that I'm supposed to be guilty at streaming a few pay-per-views? If you believe that, you must be higher than Queen Kong's twat, okay? There is no way on God's green earth I will ever feel guilty about streaming a few fights, okay? So that is my personal view on pay-per-view. As long as you pay for it, these corporate people, who may be big boxing fans, genuine, sincere boxing fans, will carry on squeezing money out of you. And that's your decision. If you want to carry on accepting that, fine, fill your boots. Not me. I'm out, okay? And before anyone else adds, yeah, but you're still taking money out of boxing, excuse me, I've been going to live boxing shows for over 40 years. I've paid God knows how many thousands of pounds out of money that I've earned. Not money that I've dodged, saved through dodging taxes, but money I've actually had to go out and earn. Thousands of pounds on small hall shows. I go to a few big shows, but I prefer the small hall stuff. To be honest with you, I can't really afford a lot of these big fights to go to them live, especially not 10 grand to sit ringside for a Joshua fight. But I've paid thousands of pounds towards boxing. So yeah, I have paid my way in boxing. But if you're talking pay-per-view, I'm not having it. I'm not having it. And if you are having it, that's your funeral. So continue, okay? So, let me know what you think. Controversy. Ooh. Put your comments below. And yeah, I'll speak to you again sometime. Meanwhile, you take care.